Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Condors of Tokyo.
Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
Ready. Throwing first play is Herbert. Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Mechie has it on the slant.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
And coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Let's go. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be...
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And now it gets real, because as a rookie quarterback, all those accolades and great performances in the regular season, they essentially go right out the window. They get erased, and you have to start over. Played extremely well to get the team the #1 seed and the first-round bye. But this is where he proves himself as a quarterback in the NFL. In the playoffs, and can he win games?
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
On first down, Fletcher. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Deion Henley in there to bring him down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw on second down, Fletcher. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be fourth and long.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a first and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, this is Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They run on second down with Adams, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for third and 3. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
He completes it. They've got a first down.
And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Condors are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field. Took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Nolan Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Herbert now. That is caught. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, well, significant.
What is that?
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
Set. What is that?
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Nolan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Ready.
3rd and long, it's Herbert.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Fletcher. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Fletcher.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
George Pickens.
69 yards.
And the Condors have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Quentin Johnston.
75 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Fletcher. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Fletcher. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Condors will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the... Get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He gets it to Johnston.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Whatever it takes, I'm getting it. Give it some. Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
This 2nd and 4.
Herbert throwing again.
That one finds Pierce right side.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown! George Pickens, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Condors continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now it's Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Fletcher. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go street.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Baylor tight. What is it?
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's going to field this at the 4. Oh, some strong running.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. Getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they go with Adams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Mechie has it on the slant.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. It's taken to the 26.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Again, here's Adams.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
To throw on second down, Fletcher. It's caught here by Adams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Adams here on the toss left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here they go with Godfrey, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in for 2 yards out.
And the Condors are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. 16 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he has his first in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Hey, count. Ready?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Let's do this, man. Come on, baby.
Let's go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fletcher. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room.
And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Condors have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, this defense, man, At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Looking to throw. Fletcher. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 2 now. 2nd and goal.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. Fletcher. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Condors continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's go.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. On the out route, he finds Johnston.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go.
Here's Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Herbert back to the air. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run again with Adams.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
93 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Adams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Run up the middle. Adams. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On the give, it's Adams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On the handoff, Adams here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if